Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Seamus Logan is an SNP MP and famously really rather dim. He's never been seen as one of the brightest of the bunch. He sort of gets by on, I suppose, about an 85 IQ. He can do his own shoelaces 9 times out of 10, and he does know how to operate a revolving door, so not entirely dim. But you wouldn't trust him with any level of authority, put it that way. But he's come up with a stunning reason why the Scottish Government is struggling to run Scotland well. And it's got nothing to do with the fact that they're a bunch of stupid, corrupt arseholes who are in it for themselves and who refuse to accept reality or common sense and are concentrated and do everything through the lens of independence. No, it's got nothing to do with that. It's got everything to do with the media being against them. He's blaming the media for the SNP executives plummeting popularity and its inability to achieve its goals. Well, since its goals are actually impossible, what do you expect? And when they keep buggering away all that money on crap, really, isn't it? Stupid stuff that won't possibly help, whilst ignoring the things that actually people need, it isn't going to get better. Swinney, of course, is currently the one presiding over this state of failure and the chaos and everything that's failing. He's got a health minister who's useless. So Swinney's the effective health minister of Scotland, with record numbers of delayed operations, a record wait to see an oncologist, with people queuing 24 hours in the back of an ambulance at hospitals because they can't even get in to be triaged. Drug deaths remain the highest in Europe. The economy is in the toilet. Schools are failing continually. The roads are falling apart. They can't even build a ferry. And on top of that, they don't even know how to obey the law when it comes to single-sex toilets. And none of that is the fault of the SNP. No. I don't know. It's the press. It's the press. Yes, it's a man telling the truth in the newspaper is making things bad. Now, things have worsened. You've got nearly 20 years of SNP misrule. But Logan says, but it's got nothing to do with the SNP, even though we've been in charge for all this time. Says these issues, he said, are being exaggerated by a hostile press. Are you kidding me? You've got one of the friendliest presses in the world in Scotland, because they all want access, for heaven's sake. You got the National, which is your, in-house rag. You got the Scotsman, which sucks your ass. You got the Herald, which, if it was any closer, would be having babies with you. I can't think of an actual anti-SNP paper, other than maybe, I suppose, the Scottish Daily Express tells it as it is, a little bit. And maybe, but even the Record is a bit sort of pro-SNP, really. So, yeah, I mean, what do you want? Sunday Post? Well, the Sunday Post again. Yeah, you see. It's a bit pro, isn't it? I mean, Jesus, the Argyll and Bute Advertiser or whatever it is probably on your side as well. But he wrote in the National, of course, that I touched last week on lessons which appeared to have gone unlearned from 2014. Well, it's not going to learn much with you lot. You're all dumb. It says, being seen to be running the country well, post-2007, running into the ground, was a key element in the SNP's most unnatural political strength at the time. And while Holyrood remains far more trusted than Westminster, no, they both remain incredibly untrusted. The narrowing of that gap is a problem right now for the Scottish Government and therefore, by extension, the independence cause. He's living in a world of delusion. Man, the problem isn't the press. The problem is 20 years of stupidity and corruption and bullying and hate and harassment and a lack of oversight and a lack of inspection and secrecy and crime. That's the problem with the SNP, not the press. The problem in Scotland is you haven't got the press willing enough to investigate and call you out. Because if you had, you wouldn't have been in power 20 years. Thanks a lot. Bye.